Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? It's another episode of this Friday Man Cave here, chilling in the mix. I'm your host, the musicologist say Reed. Chilling as always. You know, I got my boy Broken in the building, and of course, man, the host of the Chris Gray Show, Chris, aka Grip. He's in the building with me today. Kind of got a full house, man. Got a lot to talk about. Glad my bros is here. We're gonna have fun with this, man. I'm glad to see y'all guys. Glad you guys came, decided to join me tonight. Good Friday night. Good Friday night. You know, of course, anytime, anytime. Broken, I know we can't see you, Mister. I don't want to be on camera, but it's
Never.
all right. It's all right. You know,
Yeah. Clear your throat
you
next
just
time.
there we
Well,
go. See, all right. Please be. He had to mute the mic, bro. Oh, dude, please, man, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Man, you already know. Put your comments down there, all of that good stuff, man. Let's get the show started.
Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another nigga like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rockin'. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for the tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign, the pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend.
I love my boy Chris says, and we're back.
there we go. Like trademark that shit.
I like that though, man. I like how you do that, man. People, you're officially kicking it here in the Friday Man Cave. A lot to talk about. Like I said, man, please again, man, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff to the channel, the MCXP radio channel, also the BGSE Network channel. Always doing big things. Make sure you hit the bell. Always subscribe with the bell. Get that notification so anytime that the shows pop up and we doing some live stuff, you can come in, you can join, you can put the comments up. Please put your comments. I'll post them up as we are talking and having these discussions because you guys are joining us. We like to go back, you know what I'm saying, talk with y'all at the same time, man, while we having a good time. So we gonna get this show started. Y'all know how I like to do it. Hey, Reese, 3 points, baby. Let's get it in. All right, 3 points, guys. Let's talk about it because I know everybody was watching. I know you y'all know I was watching it. Let's talk about it, man. Game one, NBA Finals, game one, man. Let's recap this shit. Okay, I'm okay, but look. Okay, understand this. I watched game one, and I watched it, of course, as a Dallas Maverick fan, but I watched it as just being open to seeing what was, quite frankly, was what was going to happen. I really didn't know who was going to come out hot, who was going to come out bad. You know, game one is just always that fill out game because you never just know somebody. You know, you're looking at matchups. You're trying to figure out, you know, how the other team is going to move. It's like, to me, I always feel like game one is just like a fucking pickup game or something that you just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to
Mm-hmm.
fill out the other team and the other squads. Now, of course, Celtics won, did they thing. So now the Celtics are up 1-0. But I'm looking at Dallas, and if you guys had watched the game, Dallas did. They was down by like a good like 29 points
It
at
was
some
a.
point in time in the game.
It was
But
like
they
a.
did third quarter actually get it down to 8 points, which actually had me like, okay, you know, they can make some moves. I feel like ultimately, I feel like Dallas can still compete in this. I understand when you look at the score, you might say blowout or whatever the case may be. But I feel like Mavericks will come back with a different adjustment. I think you'll see a better team, better Dallas Maverick team come out in game two, which is Sunday, I believe. Yeah,
Mm.
you'll see a better team come out in game two. You'll see adjustments made. Um, and quite frankly, I think from watching this game, I would definitely not be surprised if this really goes 6 or 7. Honestly. Of course, I'm still saying Mavs in 6.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sunday. Yes, Mavs 6.
Yeah, I'm still saying Mavs in 6.
Yeah. Okay.
But y'all thoughts on the game, man?
Let me ask you before I get into anything else, because I caught this from the tail end of the second quarter and beyond. All right. As a Mavericks fan, well, before I even get to that point, if you wasn't my man and this wasn't your team, I wouldn't give a fuck about these finals. Because we don't give a fuck about the other niggas y'all playing against.
No, hell, I don't either, bro.
So you know we're not.
I feel you.
Like, so I just state that, but it's still Mavs in 6. Did you have confidence, or how high was your confidence in the team going into the finals facing this Boston team? Because they're pretty good.
Very high.
Like, really high?
Very high.
Okay.
Because personally, I look at the road that they took to get there. You're talking about that these guys played a 6-game series against the Clippers that had PG, they had James Harden, even though they didn't have Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi did play, I want to say maybe a couple games or two.
The first game, and then just everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, you still just can't sleep on the Clippers team like that. Then you're looking at a very young and talented Oklahoma City Thunder team with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren. You know what I'm saying? All the pieces that they had. Mavs still took care of business then. And then, man, I'm not lying, bro. I kind of sweated a little bullets, man, when I found out that we had to play Minnesota. Looking at Ant-Man, looking at Cat, looking at what they had, Nas Reed and everything like that. So I'm just like, shit, this is going to be a tough matchup. But Mavs still went over there and they handled their business. So, of course, to see them come into the finals against this Boston team, shit, nigga, I'm riding the highway. I'm like, yes, I'm still confident that the Mavs can come and pull this out.
Right.
So my confidence was high, but Mavs have had a tendency within these playoffs to lose the first game.
Yeah.
Which that's why I wasn't necessarily tripping. I'm not gonna base the whole series off of just one game.
And if it's in 6, they gotta lose 2 games. So
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So get that loss out the way. You know what I'm saying? You had young guys who ain't never been to the finals before. You know, you're in a hostile environment with Boston. Get all your jitters and everything out. It is what it is. I feel like it wasn't that the Mavs. It's not that they weren't ready. Just that moment was just a little too big for them. You know what I'm saying? For the younger guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the Derek Joneses, for the PJ Washingtons, you know what I'm saying? For the Daniel Gaffords, for the Derek Lively. I mean, Lively's a fucking rookie and he's already in the finals. You see what I'm saying? Like that's kind of a big stage, you know what I'm saying, compared to Boston, who has already, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You got playoff experience already. You know what I'm saying?
So time too, so they've been here before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So go ahead and get your jitters out. I understand. Get your jitters out first game. Hey, we didn't play a good game. We didn't do what we needed to do. It is what it is. Just look at this film. Let's break it down. Let's make our adjustments. I have a pretty good guarantee that you're going to see a different Mavs team come game 2.
I'm rolling. It's hard to not have your biases influence. I don't like Boston. We're programmed not to like them, right? As a Lakers fan, right? And we're not necessarily rivals with them like today, but historically we're rivals. So it's hard to like give them props and stuff but I understand they're a really good team. This is going to be tough. I don't. If I get down 3-0, I can't say it's going to 7. It's over for y'all niggas.
I'm gonna still say Mavs gonna win the series. I'm gonna go down fighting.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna go down fighting regardless. But it's hard for me to want to give Boston that much credit because I look at a team. I looked at these guys yesterday and I felt like the Mavs could definitely match up. But it's just some games where you come in and the home team has a home crowd behind.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they're in their gym that they always play in.
Mm.
You know, momentum is just constantly on their side. They can't miss a freaking shot. Porzingis came in and was just making buckets. I swear, like he had like 18 in that one quarter. Just by
Yeah.
his, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Like,
anticipated that. Like,
but hell no, hell no.
nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. But it's basketball to me. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah.
is what it is. Broken, you
The
real
Mavs,
quiet.
the Mavs just got to play better. I mean, that's they have to play better. I don't think the Celtics are gonna shoot that hot the entire series. The Mavericks had a chance to come back in the third quarter, but they just missed some shots. They got the lead down to about 8.
Mm-hmm.
It was either around 8 or 11 at the. They did get the lead down to 8 points,
Yeah,
but
third quarter.
it was right around that time. I'm not sure if it was still at 8 or if that went back up to 10. Uh, Kyrie Irving misses a wide open 3, and
Yes.
then that kind of snowballed the lead back up to 15. If he makes that 3, then it's either down to 5 or 7, and who knows what happened from there if they kept putting pressure on Kyrie Irving. He's not gonna miss all of his 3 pointers in this series. He was 0 for 5. PJ Washington was 0 for 3 from 3-point line. Luka was 4 for 12 from the 3-point line. So that's what the game was won and lost at the 3-point line, especially early. As the Celtics built up that big lead, like they just couldn't miss from a 3-point line. So
Free throws.
uh,
Mavs can make free throws.
I don't think, yeah, free throw shooting was, I mean, they still lost in that, but it wasn't that significant of a difference. I mean, Celtics was only 68% from the free throw line, but that 3-point number, 38% for the Celtics and 26 for the Mavericks, that's a problem. Celtics shot nearly 50% field goals, so Mavs got to play better defense and better offense. And I mean, that's if you that's that leads to loses when you're getting beat on offense and defense. I mean, the Celtics had 9 blocks in that game, so the Celtics played really good defense, and
They don't have to worry about the switch. Like they can
they
1 through 4 can switch on Kyrie and it not stop
yeah
early, but they can't.
yeah.
But he can't just get around them like he normally do. They're just too big. So that's going to be tough. It might. I don't worry about Luka. He's gonna be fine. As far as numbers go, but that.
I mean, Kyrie has. I mean, we said it. That Kyrie has motivation to
Mhm.
play well in this series. I'm kind of concerned. His post game comments. He said something about the Celtics have had his number. And so he has had trouble with the Celtics. Since he left, and that's I don't know if they in his head or if they're just that good defensively. I mean, we know they are good defensively, but yeah, he has to find some kind of way to shake that motivation, get that motivation, and get a chip on his shoulder and play better. And of course he will. I mean, he's too good to go 0 for 5 for the 3-point line for the rest of this series. So
Right,
For
right.
on wide open 3-pointers.
yeah. So he's gonna make some of those shots, especially when they get back home. But I mean, game 2 is important too. You don't want to lose any ground if at all, if possible. So if they can still win game 2, they can still win on the road. It's going to be a lot better for them. If they do go down 0-2, then uh, I don't know. It might be time to get a tad bit nervous.
Yeah.
But But they say a series don't start until a team loses one at home, yada yada. But if you don't steal one on the road, you go down on 2, and you have to win at home. You have to win
They have
game
to win
3.
both of those at home. Yeah, they have to win
They
those
have
two next
they
two.
have to win. They have to win both of those at home. It's they're gonna have to. So game 2 is gonna be very important for the Mavs. We'll see what happens. I still ain't called it. I can't call this series because I'm not. I can't call it. I don't know who's gonna win.
Kyrie went 6 of 19. Only had 12 points. Now you factor in, let's just say all of those were 2-pointers. If he was in a perfect, if he just went perfect, 19 for 19, it would have been 38 points Kyrie would have made. It's a big hell of a fucking difference of what that game would have been like. Mavs probably would have won that game.
I mean,
Yeah. Nobody shoots 19 for 19. Though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
it's 40%.
If he hit the majority of his shots, hell, if he went 16 for 19, 15 for 19, you know what I'm saying? Even 12, give him another 6, 12 of 19. You might look at a possible difference in what this game may have been. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end score, the ending score of the game would have been a lot more closer than what it was. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, this also you got to look at assists. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics had 23 assists in that game. The Mavericks only had 9. I was looking at that, and that's ball movement, right? Like so. The Mavericks wasn't having a lot of great ball movement, and that's due to the pressure that the Celtics put on the ball. So if it's hard for you to get into the lane and get your kickouts and stuff like that, which they did at points, but you had some Maverick shooters that missed some wide open shots, and then you had a couple Maverick shooters that were pressured. Like it's good pressure, good runouts to meet shooters and stuff standing in the corner or at the top, at the elbow, whatever you want to call it. So I think they're Jason Kidd not necessarily going to make adjustments in personnel necessarily, but I mean he did try. He tried a few things. I mean in this game he played Tim Hardaway. I hadn't seen Tim Hardaway get a whole lot of minutes so far in this playoffs. Just
You
me
know his
personally.
ass gonna take a shot. He get the ball, he gonna take a shot.
From what I've been watching, and he had 8
This shit
minutes.
pisses me off.
A lot of people did get off the bench, especially late,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they're gonna need their starters to play better, and they're gonna need somebody off the bench to provide a spark. Also, with Kristaps back, the
This nigga here, bro.
the
Porzingis, man.
Celtics, the
Look,
Celtics
he
are
walked in like he was damn Willis Reed, bro.
the Celtics are deep. The Celtics are deep.
But that's the anomaly game. That's the one. That's the team that one guy just out of nowhere just steps up and has a great game, and then he disappears for the rest of the game, the rest of the series. So
I hope so, man.
I expect
hope so.
Something like that for the Mavericks too. Some bench, some role player might have a spark and have a big game and stuff like that.
I hope so, man. The one person I'm scared of is Jaylen Brown, with his head looking like the AT&T logo.
Yeah, I mean Drew Holiday is a problem too. Derek White hit some good shots. I mean, they got solid guys. They got solid guys, and what Grip was saying about the fact that they can switch everything almost from 1 through 5. Really, I mean, Al Horford can come out and guard.
He can. Yeah, you broken right.
Horford can come out and guard the perimeter, on occasion. You know what I'm saying? You're not just, running around them like that. And, it's tough. Yeah, it's.
No, man, I agree, bro. I agree. Even looking at that game, man, They've got shooters, man. They've got shooters. They got
Style
shooters in that.
too.
Yeah, you know.
It's
So
tough.
I feel like it's still an interesting, very, very interesting matchup that we have. Now, I kind of want to move on to the second point. I remember old school, man. I used to have that. I don't know if y'all remember Sega Genesis, if y'all had it, man. But I used to have that Lakers versus Celtics
Yeah.
in the NBA playoffs. I just had it and used to play the shit out of it. Me and my bro, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the I ain't from LA, I ain't from Boston, but I understand the historic rivalry that is of what the Lakers and what Boston is. So I feel y'all of not even giving a damn about the Boston Celtics because I'm pretty sure they don't give a damn about y'all. And y'all are the both franchises with the most fucking championships. So like I understand it completely, 110%. But speaking on the Lakers, since you guys are Lakers fans, let's talk about this, man. Lakers head coach. No, let's talk about this, man. The Lakers head coach search, man. Supposedly they talking about this guy Dan Hurley, man, who is the UConn coach for UConn. He got hired in 2018. He's led UConn to like 4 consecutive NCAA appearances, back-to-back national championships. Apparently, LeBron has co-signed and said that he would like to,
LeBron would have co-signed a fucking mop if that was the next head coach. You don't give a fuck about that stuff. LeBron gets paid.
Wait a minute. Didn't the Lakers already make a hire?
Nah,
not yet.
They met with today actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they actually hired JJ Redick.
No, hell no.
Boy, y'all would have been the lab stuff. Low key, man. I would have.
No, I saw that. I could have swore I saw that the Lakers hired JJ Redick. I said that didn't happen.
No, that did not happen. No.
Oh, I got fooled by some kind of
there's a rumor
post or something.
That a bunch of players went to Rob and was like, nah, not JJ. Whoever y'all pick, but not JJ. We don't like his attitude.
Oh, there's a rumor that a bunch of players went in and well, hopefully the main guy that did that was Anthony Davis. I mean, AD would have the biggest incentive to not want JJ Redick being there simply because of the appearance that LeBron is calling the shot, all of the shots on the team. So AD would need to come in there and say, no, like that. He's too close to the other star player. Like, no, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna co-sign that. Well, I'm glad a lot of players, if that is true, I mean, hey, more power to them. I'm glad they stood up for themselves.
Yeah, I'm 100% not on board with JJ Redick. Like, no, I like Dan Hurley. From what I didn't know he won back-to-back national championships. That's fire. I heard he's a tactician too, so he can make adjustments on the fly. We got the personnel to do it. I think the guys are smart enough to do it. I just think Darvin Ham didn't know how to do it. So,
I think it was a big conflict of interest.
Dan Hurley is from where? Dan Hurley is from where?
UConn. Yeah, UConn head coach, man. But I think it would have been a big
$800 million.
It would have been a real big conflict of interest if JJ Redick was in there, especially with the fact that JJ and LeBron have this podcast together. So if he was to get hired as the coach, I can see where a lot of people now I can especially see where the narrative would be that, oh well, LeBron is running his team because he got JJ to be coach, and JJ gonna do pretty much whatever LeBron says. All those narratives, but that would have been bad. That would have been bad. Shit, to me, I feel that might have been worse than the Darvin Ham situation.
It's a disservice to Rob and Jeannie to a lesser extent to say that LeBron is running the team. Like, and I seen Rich Paul try to like extinguish that, but it's like LeBron's star is so big, you're not gonna believe it anyway. Because from where I see it, it's AD's team. It's not LeBron's team. It's AD's team, right? But LeBron, his star is so damn bright that it don't even matter if it's AD's team. It don't even matter.
If they picked anybody as coach that LeBron has even taken a picture with, people are gonna say LeBron made the hire. It has to be somebody for people not to say that LeBron made this hire. It would literally has to be somebody that LeBron has literally never spoken to in his entire life. Like, I've never met this man, I've never spoken to this man or anything. And then maybe people will believe that LeBron didn't make the hire. Maybe even then people will still say LeBron made the hire. But that's the only way. That's the only way the Lakers will be able to kind of act like they the ones that chose the head coach and not LeBron. It has to be somebody completely outside of his circle. Somebody that
like it's nasty because I know he don't care about none of that stuff. Because the way he played, the nigga's too good and he's too smart. His IQ is too high to just be worried about whoever's going to coach the team. You got to coach them dudes, like you know. So whoever Rob and Jeannie pick, cool, right? It's either we're going to the finals or we're flaming out in the first round. It's one or the other with this group. So who's going to be the coach? I don't care, as long as it's not anybody that I know. I'm with Dan Hurley. I'm with that.
I think that'd be a good hire. I think it just depends on if, and I heard UConn did try to make an offer to keep Dan Hurley, but their offer is not going to be significantly nearly as close.
8 years.
What the Lakers can give them.
That's what they're saying. 8 years is what they're saying. That's a
wait, Lakers 8 or UConn?
Lakers.
Lakers 8. I mean, Lakers have money to burn. So that seems like that's what you got to do now to get a head coach, like, especially if you want to pull them from a college like that. Like, you have to give them extra money, right? Like, you have to pay them more than what they're worth. So, and you're gonna burn through a lot of money when you fire them. That's so all these coaches, almost every major coach that's been fired in the last 2 years is still getting paid by the team that fired them, right? Like, they're still making money because they get bought out of these huge contracts. So, and that's what the Chargers had to do, right? Because as soon as every year when the head coach of the Chargers now, what's his name? Give me his name.
Harbaugh.
Yeah,
yes. Every year when Harbaugh's name comes up in head coaches, right? Like, Michigan has to offer him another contract or an extension, or he's at the end of his contract. So that's exactly what Michigan did. They offered him a huge contract, and the Chargers have to match that or beat that out, So you're not going to pull a guy away from college, especially if they not just really itching to leave. If Dan Hurley is not like just really itching to leave, then you're going to have to overpay for him to get him out of there, because UConn, they'll do the same thing Alabama would do, that Texas would do, that Oklahoma would do, that USC would do, that Notre Dame would do. Like, they're going to try to pay the coach not to leave. These are schools with deep pockets, and they're gonna put some money up. So, yeah, the Lakers 8 year just because you sign an 8-year contract don't mean you're gonna be there for 3 fucking years.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
$12 million a year. But Lakers could eat that shit. That's $12 million a year.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy. That coaching, getting a head coaching job at one of these really prestigious spots, or any franchise that has a lot of money, the Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics, Brooklyn now. Brooklyn, they got deep pockets now. I mean, the 76ers, and then football, Dallas, or Green Bay. Like, you get hired anywhere that has deep pockets, man. Like, you're gonna make a gang of money. This shit is ridiculous, and you could get fired and you still don't have to work for the next 3 years. you get a new contract with a new school, and you still pulling their money from your old contract. It's
Yeah,
really weird.
it's crazy because like how you mentioned with these big names, schools and teams and whatnot, you can pay a coach and they can only be there for maybe a few years, something like that. But just from them being there, it gives them notoriety. It gives them, you know what I'm saying? It's like a star on their fucking resume. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Dan Hurley comes and he's there for what, 3 years. Out of the 8 years, he's there for 3 years. Lakers, y'all decide, yeah, it ain't working. Okay. Y'all let him go, but I guarantee you it's gonna be another team in the NBA that's just like, bro, come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, come
Yeah,
over here.
yeah. He can easily go back to college, or he can he'll be able to flip that into another NBA job if he wanted to.
Easily.
Real quick. I just read that. I read Dan Hurley's UConn salary. 6-year, $32.1 million contract to stay at UConn after they won a championship. It's only going to cost the Lakers 1.8 to buy him out the contract.
Wow.
Okay, well, yeah.
1.8.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
yeah,
a Lakers
that's
coach.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He'll-
I mean, the Lakers can buy that 1.8. That 1.8 goes to
Chump
UConn,
change,
right? That goes. Yeah, so they're paying you. I mean, yeah, UConn obviously can't offer what the Lakers offer. It's all about whether he wants to stay in Connecticut or
good
go to
position.
Los Angeles. I mean, he's at a good spot. Like coaches that coach at UConn. I mean, look at the women's head coach there. I mean, he's been
Yeah,
there for
he's been there forever.
30 years. I mean, he's at a good spot. It's all a lot of times it's about family. You got to move your whole family. If you got wife and kids, and they want to go, and
That's a big factor. It is a big factor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Taxes is going to hurt though. Taxes is going to hurt.
That's why you so you overpay that, and he's still gonna make a gang of money. Dog. He's gonna get hit with taxes, and it's like that's why we overpay guys when they come here, is because we know they're gonna get hit with taxes.
On average, man. On average, what is like the minimum wage in Cali?
I think it's 20, right? I'm asking Brogan, keep working that out here no more.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be going up to 20, right? Or 25 almost. I know it's 15. It's been 15 for a while.
It's $16 an hour.
Okay, yeah. So I know it's over. Yeah, I knew it was over 15. So it's supposed to be going up incrementally. Some cities might have higher minimum wages, but I believe statewide is supposed to go up like before 2030, something like that. There was a law passed to bring it up to, I believe, 20 or something like that, or 22.
They fought for 22, but had to settle on 16.
Okay.
16 hours.
Time is.
But they still have. I believe it's still something in place where it's incrementally going up too, right? Is that true? Or
I wouldn't argue against that. I think that's how it should be anyway.
Okay, so where would be the cheapest place that I could afford to live off 16 an hour? That's not in the hood.
Victorville or Palmdale, but if you will have to hurry because people are moving out there too. Because man, it's cheaper out there. But as far as
desert, almost
stuff.
Placentia, you got to go almost as far as Placentia.
But everything's in like LA and stuff like that. So you have to commute. You want a good job, you got to come to LA, right?
Yeah, you still got to do that commute. That's the motherhood.
Or somewhere a lot close. Yeah, or somewhere just a lot closer. It won't be. Yeah. You're talking about on the freeway. You're talking about a hour drive every morning, man. More than an hour drive every morning, back and forth, every morning and night.
Like
if you stay all the way out in Placentia, man, you're traveling super far.
How much are one bedrooms out there?
Depends on where you want to go. You're not going to find too much under 2K. If you want to live, like I live in Orange County, I live amongst the whites, and I know the rent. I'm not going to find any place anywhere in California that's decent with rent this cheap. Mine's is over 17, right? So that's cheap. Like when I was looking for apartments, we were talking about 22, 23 with some shit just like this.
That's crazy because the last apartment I had down here by myself, the one that you actually came to when I had it, bro, I was paying a G.
Yeah.
I was paying a G.
This thing had a whole shit too. Living room, dining room, all that shit. One bedroom, ain't no studio, nothing. It's like you can't even get a studio for that.
It's wild, bro.
You can't get no studio for no $1,000, nothing. Not even in the hood.
1250, yeah, in the hood studio is $1,250 now. $1,250, 13, 14. Studio.
This motherfucker, man. Jesus Christ. MCXPRadio, everybody that's tuning in, please put your comments down there, man. We'll go ahead and post them up. Third point, man. Damn, that shit's crazy. I do hope y'all get hurt. It blows my mind, bro. Because for a long time,
I could have swore JJ Redick was high. What was I reading? I don't know what I was reading because I could have swore he did.
I thought that they was gonna get him. I thought they were gonna get him at some point in time.
They met with him.
I got April Fooled then.
But right now they ain't hired nobody yet. And they can't hire JJ. They had to surround him like an all-star cast of assistants.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
Yeah. They would have, yeah.
And they would have, and those assistants would have to be cool with being under the leadership of a rookie head coach who's not even a proven winner in the league. Like
that point.
Yeah, how do you build a bench when you have no relationships built like among assistants, among the coaching realm, right? Like, So I think what a lot of coaches should stop doing is going to sit under guys like that. Like they should, unless it's a player, when Jason Kidd came straight into coaching, I know Jason, I think Jason Kidd, how many years was he retired before he head coach? Did he go straight to head coach the next season?
No, I don't think
when he retired. I know Derek Fisher did.
And he flamed out.
Derek Fisher retired, and the very next season he went to head coach. Very next season. Ty Lue, I believe, I'm not sure if he did it. He got hired pretty fast also when he retired.
Was for a while too. He was an assistant for a while.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, because they would have 2 or 3 guys who head coached in the NBA under a rookie head coach. It's crazy. Like, I know head coaches around the league have to be saying like, don't go coach on his staff. If they hire him, don't.
Oh yeah, the coaches talk. The coaches talk. And then even I would feel some type of way, man, if you bring in a rookie guy. If I've been an assistant for fucking 5 years, learning the game and everything like that, and you just bring in a JJ Redick, just some dude just off the, a random ass guy, and just say, hey, he's gonna be your coach. You know, like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Okay, he's a player. He's been an analyst. He's commentating the NBA Finals right now. He has a podcast. Okay, so what? Like, he might as well be just a dude off the street. He might as well be a dude off the street. That's basically what he is a guy off the street,
off the couch,
pretty much.
Not even off the couch. Yeah, Bergen's right. He's off the street. and it's a fucking bad hire. They cannot. They cannot. If you can't get this decorated college coach who got a little fire to him and stuff like that. You can't look at him and then say, "Oh, we're gonna hire JJ Redick." JJ Redick is great, but no, can't do that. Don't do that to our franchise because we're on the playoff cusp right now, at the cusp of the playoffs, right? Just little hump and then we good.
I mean, you want to be a serious franchise. You want to be a legitimate franchise. I mean, I don't know. You take one or two directions. You want to turn yourself into a joke, or do you want to, or you want to actually get some kind of credibility back to yourself,
That part. Let's go to this next point, man. So y'all know the whole Monica McNutt and Stephen A. Smith issue that has happened on ESPN. I don't know if you guys have listened to it. I know Broken was listening to a little bit of Stephen A.'s rant on it, but in a roundabout way, they were all on ESPN talking about the WNBA. Monica is telling Stephen A., hey, the platform that you have, as long as you've been a part of the ESPN and whatnot, there's a lot more that you possibly could have done to college and help out women's sports. And Stephen A. Smith took offense to that. Went on his podcast, of course, came out and said, "Did you know Monica McNutt beforehand? You know now."
Yes, yeah, I did see that.
I'm not necessarily going to take sides. I feel Monica is riding away, but then again, Stephen A. could be riding away at the same time.
I just got. Why would Stephen A. take offense to what she said?
Because he's sensitive.
Do you think it's true what she said? Because I do.
There's some truth in there. Yeah.
I think he could have propped up the WNBA, but they're not going to do that if the WNBA ain't popping. And it wasn't popping.
Okay, yeah, that's that's
the bottom line.
See, that's kind of why I kind of think it's an unfair criticism for her to level at Stephen A. specifically. I think that's why he took offense to it, is because, hey, I was with Skip on First Take, back the first Take with me and Skip, and we were talking WNBA basketball. So there's clips of that people have dropped since this whole thing came out of Stephen A. and Skip talking WNBA basketball. And I remember that. You know what I'm saying? So it's true that he has been talking WNBA basketball for years. But how much more do you want? Like, you could have been doing you could have been doing way more to prop up the WNBA. Okay, well, how much time? Like, they always gonna say you can do more. I mean, that's always the truth, right? Like, so but I didn't agree with him the way he responded to their careers. That was wrong, and like, because he does come off as narcissistic and
condescending, all of that bullshit.
Condescending and arrogant when he tries to say he made people careers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever really remember Skip doing that, even though Skip can kind of say he's made a few people's careers. Maybe Skip have given a rant like that, like "I made you" or something like that. I'm not sure, but Stephen A. has kind of given several rants like that, where it's kind of like, I've made you, or I can take you out.
If it wasn't for me,
I can take you out, or you better, when he threatens people, it's almost like, it feels like a threat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, okay, well, are you going to take her off the show now because she went at you a little bit? But all he had to do was bring his own receipts. This is your show, right? You
can
can
Prince say it's his
always
show. He's like the executive
you
producer
can
on that show.
you can always go into the Wayback Machine. You can always go, and maybe ESPN told them, hey, don't use our assets or whatever to prove that you're right in this argument or whatever. But I mean, you could use YouTube, you can do whatever, right? Like, or you can just go back and get the quotes, the actual quotes, and say, hey, in 2017 I said this, in 2015 I said this, in 2016 I said this. So he could have actually, instead of attacking the careers or saying how, look, I made a lot of these women's careers, or you wouldn't heard about these women, everything I do for women and everything. He could have just said, hey, the specific criticism that she levied at me saying that I hadn't talked WNBA basketball, here's proof that I have talked about WNBA basketball from more than 3 years ago. And people would have been like, okay, yeah, she's kind of like, but see, people you can always say you can do more though. That's an unfair. What's the measurable for that?
Because you
In
can turn it
terms
on,
of,
because we know women don't watch the WNBA. They
right.
don't.
You
We
can
they
turn that
don't.
back. Yeah.
don't prop it up. So he could have easily switched that back on her. Like, but he just crashed out to me with that.
I mean, how much does Mina Kimes talk about the WNBA? Because I don't watch Mina Kimes or whatever, but I thought she talks NFL though, right?
It's NFL, yeah.
So you have a lot of women commentators talk men's league more than they talk women's league. Like, who talks women's soccer? Even though women's soccer, they were winning and they were more popular than men's soccer. You know what I'm saying? And they were actually going to World Cups and winning World Cups. So out of the women sportscasters and sports commentators, like, do they prop up women's soccer over men's soccer? Like, a lot of them, so a lot of these women, but a lot of the women, they want to talk men's sports because men's sports is the most popular leagues. That's they want to have jobs with NFL commentators. They want to be NBA commentators. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The business.
And then you look at the WNBA finals or the WNBA playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a whole female panel. Like, they don't. Like, are they going to make any men's careers? Like, are they going to bring in a man off the street who didn't play in NBA or something? He's just an analyst and he loves the WNBA, and he's like, we might have male podcasters out here that talk WNBA more than a lot of people, right? So hey, bring him onto the panel, since he knows a lot about WNBA history, and make his career, But they, I mean,
that shit ain't gonna happen. All female panelists for the WNBA. We might throw in one for the NBA. We might throw in one woman to mix in.
Doris Burke.
To do your Doris Burke or something like that. Have her come in. She talk. We like.
Yeah, I was looking at. They had a panel on the NBA, and it was like 3 females up there on the panel, like 3 women on the panel. And I'm like, this is the NBA. This is the NBA, and it's like 3 women talking NBA.
Yeah,
it was her. It was Agumbie. It was the other light skinned chick, and
Malika
Andrews, yeah,
and Malika Andrews. That's 3 women talking WNBA, and then they had Richard Jefferson and Perk.
Malika Andrews is the host of NBA, the flagship NBA show on ESPN.
Right. So, but that's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying is that you have 3 women talking NBA and 2 or 3 men talking NBA. Then you go over to WNBA, and there's no men represented on that show. No men represented on the WNBA show. It's only women.
You think
so? Okay. Do men want to be there?
Yeah. You think a JJ Redick would want to do a WNBA game over an NBA game?
Not over an NBA game, but I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do.
Not
I don't see
over,
why they
not
wouldn't do a
over. No.
WNBA at this
Like,
point. At this point in juncture with the Caitlin Clarks, with the Angel Reese's, with the with the crop of people that they have now, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? That that could be another avenue that they could get themselves into. But to do it over an NBA game, I highly doubt that. But even to you guys' comment, when the WNBA comes on, all you really do see is an all women panel, and I think that's more or less for the women empowerment.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? To
yeah.
put more women in the forefront,
All women anyway.
more voices, all of that kind of stuff, which I understand. I look at people like Malika Andrews and stuff like that, and to me, it's not necessarily them knowing basketball, it's them being more or less eye candy for the people that tune in. For all the men that tune in, you got a pretty girl that's right there that's gonna make you sit there and watch because you want to see what the heifer is wearing, what she looks like.
The heifers.
No, okay, just be honest. Just be honest. Do you really care about what Malika Andrews says about basketball?
She's not there to. That's why she's surrounded by a whole bunch of other people. She's not the expert. She's just a host.
She's the eye candy. She's the
Yeah.
eye candy. They make her the host. They put her right there because that's the first ugly
Right
face that you're gonna see on the NBA tonight or whatever it is.
Oh,
That's what you're gonna see.
So that's
that's gonna
what,
make you
okay,
tune in.
So I get it, right? So the reason why there's no male host on the WNBA today or tonight or whatever their show is, right? Their WNBA Central. So Malika, say you have Malika Andrews, right? And the guys want to tune in to see her. So there's no male host that's eye candy for the women because
No.
the women
No.
because the women who watch the WNBA don't like men. Is that?
No, they do, but they're not going to put. They're not going to and on a woman's basketball program. No, and
They're not gonna put a Shamar Moore looking ass nigga
on a Malika Andrews.
Why not? Why can't? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Why can't they have a Shamar Moore looking ass nigga like?
They're not going to do that.
Nigga, he knows nothing about basketball
because it's more about the women empowerment. Which I understand. It's more about the women empowerment, bro.
And it should be like that. You know, it's a double standard that kind of.
Well,
you know.
Well, they want more women to watch the league.
Hopefully, they are now.
Well, I think women are watching the drama between this drama between some women been brought into women who've never watched the league at all. They've been brought into the argument over.
They will watch the WNBA over the drama.
Over privilege. They've been arguing over privilege and pretty privilege and stuff. You know what I'm saying, like that. And it's kind of almost the racial aspect kind of has brought in some women to the conversation over the WNBA. But maybe if they put a Shamar Moore nigga on the set, then some women will come in and be like, "Hey, did y'all see the new host of the WNBA tonight?" Like,
it's cool. It's an all women thing. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of WNBA. So do the play by play people? Are they women as well?
Yeah,
that'd be cool too. You know. All right.
Okay, so it's fair to have women involved with NFL, MLB,
yeah,
because men are going to tune in,
NBA
sports. But don't get it wrong.
But it's fair to be only women involved with all the women's sports.
Right. Double standard.
It is a double standard. Look at the NFL. Yes, you have a couple of women that are out there that speak NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking of is
they should
like Rachel Nichols and stuff like that. Like, you know, she does these interviews with some of the players and stuff like that. But shit, why the fuck would they have cheerleaders out there? Half skimpy bitches out there just dancing. And you know, when you watch the game, the camera pans to them at some point in time within the game. You're going to see the cheerleaders at some point in time. Because why? They know that the men are going to sit there and watch this shit. They want to see what the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are looking like. They want to see these skippy
Who do you
broads out here.
primary audiences for the WNBA?
It's still men. So men don't want to watch other men. We still want to watch women.
It's gonna always be men, no matter how, like, because we're gonna be the ones that's consuming the sport. We'll turn the game on and there's another sports on. Just to have it on. A woman is not going to do it.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So
we'll be cleaning the house, or we'll be doing something else, or we'll be fixing
the game
something,
will be on.
but a game will be on in the background. You throw an old boxing match on from the 80s on in the background. You know what I'm saying? We'll do all that kind of stuff. Like, so
unless I'm binge watching a dope ass TV show, it's gonna be some sports on that bitch. Plain and simple.
Yeah, or sports talk, or it'll be a debate show. It'll be something sports related. Yeah.
Real talk. MCXPRadio, man. Y'all, those are my 3 points. Chris Broken, myself in the mix. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in and watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Broken, don't worry about it, bro. I'm gonna tell you, stop. Don't even say nothing, because I got you. Okay? Winners and losers. Here we go. I had to throw that out because Rogan got upset the last show. And fucking been argument with me on the live show about the winner and loser. Bro, I thought the show was over, bro. He wouldn't even let me get it out. So we got winners and losers. Are you all right over there? You good?
Well, I don't know why you always have to make shit up, like just totally just make stuff up and change the narrative. Like, I was mad and arguing. All I said was, bro, are you gonna do it? And you was the one that got mad because oh man, hold on, man, I'm gonna do it, man. Why you go? Like, come on, bro. Why you always trying to flip things around? Like, just making up stuff that never happened.
And I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So, I can't play the middle guy here. I'm just watching.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just telling the truth, man. I don't know why you had to flip the story or flip the narrative in a different direction. All you had to say was, yeah, he thought I forgot about it. That's all. He got mad and we got into an argument. It wasn't an argument. I was laughing the whole time, bro.
Is anybody going to tell the viewers and also me what the heck are you guys talking about?
He was gonna after the first segment, he has a segment called
The last show that we did last Friday.
So I was
putting out my I will put it my spiel. I was saying the same thing that I just said. Everybody, please tune, log in, all of that good stuff. Subscribe, hit the bell, bam, bam, bam. He thought I was giving my final remarks of the show. And he was like, bro, no winners or losers, nothing like that. And I'm like, bro, you did not even let me finish because I was going to get to it. And we kind of...
So do that sound like getting mad? All that sounds like is me asking a question. Just go ahead. Let's go to the... Come on, man. Where's the losers? No, go ahead.
The most technical...
You know how the nigga is.
Motherfucker, I know, bro. I swear, bro. I swear. I love this nigga to death, bro. But God.
I tell you, the table is brown.
Wait, so
it's black.
Wait, so I have to just sit. I have to just sit here and listen to slander. That's not correct.
It's no slander, bro. It's no slander.
That's just who you are. It better be. It better be what a nigga say it was. It can't be no gray area. It gotta be exactly what that shit is.
I understand. This is what we love about you, bro.
Yeah,
we love about it.
It's a compliment.
Oh, this shit is hilarious. Winners and lose. My winner, man, my winner for this week, and believe it or not, this is coming out July 16th. I don't know if you guys are on it. The motherfucker NCAA 25. I'm hella hype about this shit. It's coming out on Xbox. It's coming out on PS5. More than likely, I probably have it on PlayStation because I usually play most of my sports game on PlayStation. But it's been quite a long ass time since we've had a college football game. And I think there's a lot of people who are excited, who are hyped that they actually get to get back into college football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get to get your team, you do your dynasty. I think they actually got the they got the Road to Dynasty mode or something like that, Road to Glory mode, where you make yourself see the last um college football that I actually had. I think it was college football 06 because I had Madden 06. And I would make my guy from 06 and transport him over to Madden and just continue his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw, and I know I was talking to Broken about it, they have this bundle that they're bringing out with the college football 25 and Madden 25. So I'm trying to think, are they going to allow you to do the same thing where you can port your guy over from 25 and take him over there to Madden and keep your season going? If so, the shit is going to be bought first day. Both of them are going to be bought first fucking day. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm highly fucking excited because they're going to have 125, 130 colleges that you can choose from. Real players, everything's going to be up there. I mean, it's new technology. This ain't PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 shit. This is PS5 shit. This is it's going to look real.
Get it. I'm going to get it too. I'm not going to get Madden, but I'm going to get the college football game. I'm actually interested in that. I'm not really good at that shit either, but I'm going to get it.
If y'all get it, what team are you going to take?
I don't know. USC. It's technically the home team.
Yeah, USC or Notre Dame. I mean, those are my two teams. My two teams are Notre Dame and USC. If Notre Dame is playing against USC, I'm going for Notre Dame. So those are my squads. Yeah, my family is from South Bend, Indiana. So
that's where Notre Dame is?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that shit was in Indiana.
Yeah, Notre Dame is in South Bend, Indiana. Yep, that is correct. So that's where my family is from. I've always been a Notre Dame fan, and I'm from LA. You know, I was born in Compton. I'm from LA, so I've been back to South Bend several times. I've been there, and I love my folks out there. I've been to Notre Dame, walked around the campus before, and haven't been to a game. They weren't in season when I've been there. They never been in season when I've been there, so I haven't had a chance to get to an actual Notre Dame football game. But I've been to USC games, and but yeah, if Notre Dame is playing SC, yeah, I'm going for Notre Dame for sure. But other than that, they both my teams though. They both my teams.
Cool. I'm going to.
What game was that?
The USC game.
No, I'm asking. Bye. Where did he think Notre Dame was at?
I thought that shit was like in North Carolina or something like that. Like real talk, I never knew that was in Indiana. I thought you were
gonna say East Coast. I thought you were gonna say like East Coast.
Yeah, I thought it was up in North Carolina somewhere or something like that.
I didn't know either until he said it.
Yeah. I never would have guessed that Notre Dame would be in Indiana. Never. Fucking Indiana?
Yeah, I didn't know shit.
I would never think that.
I didn't think it was a Southern school though. It doesn't give Southern anything to me.
No, I knew it wasn't in like South, so that's why I like like the South Carolina, Virginia type area, something like that, maybe. You know,
most people would say Massachusetts or something. I mean, it's the Fighting Irish, so they would think that is.
Yeah, I can see that.
They would think that it's up there by Boston or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
But
For me,
no, none of that.
I'm gonna more or less go with. I'm gonna go with North Texas UNT. That's where I graduated from. So I want to take them definitely. And then I've always been a like Mississippi State fan. So I'm gonna try to run with them too as well. But I mean, now it's a plethora of fucking teams, man. Hell, I might even go Jackson State or something like that. Like it's a plethora of squads that you could just have fun with. I'm excited about this shit, bro. I am. Me being a college football game player from back in the day, yeah, man. I think this is gonna be lit. I can't.
I was a fan. I was a fan of Florida State for a little bit. I liked Florida State when way
I
back
used to
when
like
Charlie
Florida
Ward.
State. I used to fuck with
Charlie
Florida
Ward
State. I
was
used to
there.
fuck with Penn State, Miami Hurricanes. Back in them heydays, Michigan back in the heydays. So even Longhorns, man, even old school Longhorns. So
Nah, I ain't know.
the Vince Young days, man. Vince Young days.
Nah, no.
That
Vince
day,
Young.
yo,
Vince Young fucked that. Vince Young, he fucked
yo,
us over way too hard, bro.
a crazy story. A crazy story.
Dude, I was watching. Were you watching that game? Did you watch that game? The USC.
I had a
Texas
couple of
title game?
homeboys. I graduated with from high school that was on that Texas team. They were on that Texas team that they went to that national championship. I was working at the job, but the guy next door had the game on the TV. So I was like watching it and doing my work, watching it, doing that work. As soon as I got a rush, I swear to God, I sped home so I can watch the end of this damn game. And I was looking at it when I got home. Y'all was up, and then here comes Vince Young doing the utmost craziest ass shit that I've ever seen. Probably hands down one of the best performances college football bowl history. Comes back, beats USC. Yo, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. But nigga, I was Texas all day.
Knocked out recently.
I mean, it was a good end. It was a great ending, but horrible for us, man. That was heartbreaking. It was just heartbreaking, man. It was unbelievable. The linebackers, every play they had their backs turned to this nigga. Man.
Was Reggie Bush on that squad?
Like, yes, it's Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah. Damn, that's just crazy, bro.
There's a of Vince Young getting knocked out
in the club.
Yeah, like recently.
Yeah.
Yes. I was hoping he had a better NFL career. I mean, I didn't hate on him forever. You know what I'm saying? I was pulling for him in the NFL, but
yeah, just some guys just don't transition right. They just don't transition right. And then no, I think it wasn't necessarily just him. I think it was Jeff Fisher, that coach that he had. Jeff Fisher. Fisher kind of fucked up a lot of people. Like,
well, a lot of those old school head coaches did not want running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They did not want them. I think they actively sabotaged some of those quarterbacks. They didn't really want them to succeed. Like, they didn't care if they succeeded or not. So if they failed, oh well, I can bring in a traditional stand-up pocket guy that I really want anyway. Because I don't want Vince Young back there anyway. Jeff Fisher never wanted Vince Young back there. So
real talk. All right, and for my losers, man, I got a couple of TikTok videos. I want to get you guys' opinions on. These niggas is losers in my book. Losers. This first shit is funny. Maybe you guys have seen this one. Let's pull them shits up. Put it up. Yes, man. Check this shit out.
Court calls case, People versus Corey Harris.
On behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present to Zoom.
Look at my man.
Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
look at the judge. Judge is looking like, what's going on here?
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driver while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
Okay.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Nigga, put your hands down.
Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
It's funny that he didn't even like put 2 and 2 together, right? Like he just, why'd you answer the phone right there? Why he's
driving. He would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Court calls case. People.
Hey, bro. That shit makes me laugh, bro. I don't fuck.
Look how professional he was. Pulling right in right now. Right in my car.
You go to court for suspended license, but then you get on the court on the Zoom while you driving.
Using yourself, you driving, and you got a suspended license, and you driving in front of a judge.
Can't be, man. Can't be. All right. And I got one more. This one might spark some. I seen this shit, man. This shit was kind of wild and crazy, man. I don't know if y'all seen this.
Yeah.
Y'all tell me what you think,
Like the superintendent from shaking his daughter's hand. The graduate's dad ran onto the stage just after his daughter got her diploma and forcefully pulled the superintendent out of the line while the graduate was crossing the stage. While everyone was looking at the father, the embarrassed girl quickly left the stage. Allegedly, the dad did so because he didn't want his daughter to be touched by a black man. Police escorted him out of the school following the incident. A disorderly conduct charge for the man was referred to the district attorney's office. The father of a high school.
Wow.
Racism wins. Or whatever you want to call that. I've heard about that. So, like, I heard that the black dude was like a political type candidate type dude, and the white dude had an issue with him. And I heard he was a principal of the school, and he didn't want his daughter shaking his hand and all that stuff. Either way, it's just your good old fashioned racism.
That's what I see.
You're just a good old fashioned kind.
That's what I see. Broken, you gonna break that down?
I mean, it's pretty evident on video what it was. He didn't want a black man touching his daughter. The daughter looked ashamed, you know. And then a lot of the commentary was, "Oh, he ruined her graduation." Well, yeah. What about the feeling? Shouldn't be about her at that point. It should be about the black man who who basically was assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
So I had hands put on me that should have never, been put on the black man. Like he, so I don't know. I don't know what the resolvement of that was. I don't know if they charged the father with any kind of assaults. Probably not. I mean,
disorderly conduct. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think.
yeah, I mean, I don't think, unless he just like really punched them and like hauled off on them or something like that. I mean, it's really inappropriate touching and everything like that. I mean, it's technically, I guess, if I think he was the superintendent or something like that
Yeah,
of the district.
yeah, he
The
was.
district.
He was.
Okay.
So if he really wanted to take it that far, I guess, and try to press charges and everything, I guess he could. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily take it that seriously, but I probably wouldn't go that far if that were me. To try, I mean, because nothing is gonna come of that or whatever. But I mean, it's just another example of what black people have gone through. I mean,
Job.
I wouldn't play a whole huge victim narrative on it. I mean, but it is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's it's crazy. It's
Would
crazy.
you give him them hands? Would you give him them hands on camera?
That's more of a bad look. That's more of a bad look on the father than it is on anybody else. That's
The superintendent got to press the charges as hard as he can. Whatever they want to just do that, because the superintendent just dusted this nigga off camera or whatever. Then it's something different. So I'm happy he didn't just press the full charges. Whatever you want to charge with, just press them. They're gonna
whatever
do it.
you can charge. Yeah, whatever you can charge them with. That's what you
charge them. Just follow, because they would have did it to us. If it was one of us that did that, walked up there and ruined everybody's little evening and stuff like that, put our hands on the principal. Nigga, don't touch my daughter. We going to jail.
We would have been arrested right there in front of everybody. Got taken out.
Oh yeah.
They gonna have to sit there and watch it. Then they gonna make sure they had that on camera. You gonna be getting taken out in front of everybody, not through the back door. They're gonna take you right in the middle of the thing. You gonna walk down the middle aisle, that middle aisle with all the fucking kids sitting there watching with their cameras. Look at this shit.
Yeah. Oh, your father got arrested and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they got. Yep. Do what they was gonna do it to you. Do it to them. Press them.
I do get that. Yeah. You're right. You're right about that. I was wrong about that. You're right about that.
I mean, it's that I think the superintendent could have just whooped his nigga ass just real quick. Like just hit him just real quick. But he the superintendent. He can't get dirty with them. If people want to get dirty with him, he got to take a higher road.
He do. In his position, he got to take a higher road. He definitely do. So I understand that. So that is what it is, fellas. Man, another good show. Appreciate you guys coming in, man, kicking it with me, man. Those winners and losers. Another episode here on MCXPRadio, man. Make sure you people are liking, sharing, all of that good stuff, hitting the bell, notifications, all that, man. Y'all can follow me at Reed TV. Make sure you check out not only this show, but also my musicologist mindset. That's on Mondays. Make sure you check out my man Chris, man. Check out his show, Chris Gray's show.
Chris Gray's show. Come on,
always doing big stuff, man. Always doing some big stuff, man. I love his commentary. Love the things that he brings up. I love his opinions. Y'all need to listen to my man's opinion, bro. On some of the most. It's normal. It's normal to me because I know the guy. But like, them opinions be dope, bro. So keep it going, fam. Keep it going.
Oh yeah, funny ass segments, man. It's what we have to roll.
Fucking classics, man. Make sure you people follow him, man. Chris, where can he find you, bro?
They can find me on YouTube at the Chris Gray Show, all one word. It's Grip on Instagram. It's Grip on, or I am Grip on TikTok. I forget what my Twitter is. You'll find me on there too.
Yeah. And then of course you can see Broken's thing is right there. Deagle, XGLX, all of that good stuff. That's my boy though, man. Much love to you fellas, man. People, of course, you already know how I do it. I would tell you guys, man, if you suffer from mental health, any of that good stuff, please make sure you get some help. Talk to somebody, friends, family, somebody like that. But always get some help. Friends can always kind of tell you some things you want to hear, but sometimes it's cool to get professional help. Somebody to tell you what you need to hear. So make sure it is. Mental health is something serious.
That's what's up.
We all deal with it in some way, shape, or form, man. So please get your help. For myself, for Brian, for Chris, for the BGSENetwork, man. Y'all know what
I
it
can't
is,
wait, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear. Dun, 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 dun,
Y'all getting it? Y'all getting the Xbox?
Xbox version? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I gotta see if it's crossplay because I don't want to play.
I don't own a PS5. You want to get it on PS5.
I mean, I play most of my sports stuff on PS5.
I'm not gonna play you in this football game. I'm not good at that shit. Like, I'm just playing it because it's college football. Like, it's nostalgia for me, but I'm not good at it.
I gotta see if it's crossplay. Because I mean, look, because all my Madden games have been on PlayStation. Every Madden I've had has been on PlayStation. 2K has been on PlayStation. The only reason I downloaded 2K on Xbox is because it was fucking free.
Right.
Shout out the Game Pass.
I ended up getting rid of them shits. So I'm just saying. So I play my baseball on PS5. It's more than likely. But I gotta see if it's crossplay, bro. Can we go on that? We gonna go at it, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
I think Madden. I think the Madden will be crossplay, but either way, we'll get on it, man. For myself and everybody, man, I'm out this bitch. Peace.
Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep never gonna give me.
Gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's alright.
Gonna get a shot at romance. It's kinda too cold.
Yeah.
I'm ice cold.